there really is no due process. It's whatever the senators choose to give him, with a few restraints. He's entitled to have a lawyer if he wants one, but that's not really applicable. What we're dealing with here is not whether somebody is innocent or guilty, or whether he should pay money to another party, like in court, but whether he warrants confirmation to the highest court in the land, a lifetime appointment. I believe that what is needed here is a full and open hearing with all relevant testimony presented. One consequence of failing to do that affects the whole status of the court. As the founders said, the court does not have an army. They really rely on public opinion. And if there are tainted justices in one way or another, that tends to decrease the acceptance that the public will give to court rulings. And I think that's very bad for the country. Well, one of the problems with the last year and a half is the president's attack on important institutions of the country, including the Department of Justice, the FBI, and others. And some of these institutions of public ratings are at an all-time low, or close to it. And I think it's very important that the public respect the court, United States Supreme Court, as an impartial arbiter of events that do not have hidden biases or do not have roots of discrimination in their upbringing and personal conduct. Well, in the Watergate hearings, what we did was we had counsel for the committee ask a few preliminary questions just to set the stage, which I don't think is necessary here. Watergate was far more complicated. Then the questions were asked, and the Democrats asked questions, the Republicans asked questions, and I think on the whole it was enormously successful hearings because the public relied on the integrity of the senators to get to the truth of the matter. And I think it would be a mistake not to have the senators whose job it is and who have, to my knowledge, always ask the questions, not do it here. I think each senator should be required to, or given the opportunity, to ask questions of the witnesses so that the truth will come out that way. They're going to have to vote. They shouldn't hide behind counsel, which was not the case in Watergate and certainly not the case in other confirmation hearings. We have an independent judiciary, a life term which is very unusual and perhaps should be reviewed. But it is important that those voting on his nomination and those people who are interested have an opportunity to understand what this person is like, the very essence of this person, to Judge Kavanaugh, before he is instituted or made a member of the United States Supreme Court with perhaps 30 or more years of tenure facing him.